Well, guys, we have some very exciting news. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker is going to build on the relationship between Kylo Ren and Rey. I know. You have to contain your excitement right now. I'm sure you are all wanting to just bounce right out of your seats at this news. But it's indeed happening. They are going to be building on that amazing relationship between these two characters that literally no one cares about except for the except for the Reylo fans. So we're going to be looking at this quote here that's in this article dealing with the relationship between Kylo and Rey that's going to be talked about in Star Wars 9. So let's get into it. So The Last Jedi was a contentious entry in the Star Wars franchise that left fans divided, but perhaps the only thing that can set off fights are as easily as praising or deriding The Last Jedi is bringing up the topic of Reylo. This is a shorthand for a hypothetical romantic relationship between Kylo and Rey, which some fans are eagerly in favor of becoming canon and others consider to be an offensive concept. And whatever you do, don't look up Reylo fan art. Just don't do it. Okay? I mean, you know, you're probably like me where, you know, you've seen pretty much everything that there's possibly able to be seen out there. Reylo fan art will absolutely ruin your innocence, whatever innocence you have left for forever. So just don't do it. The pro Reylo fans make the case that the two characters have an intense and fiery dynamic. So fiery. Oh, man. It was such a fiery relationship. I don't remember a single thing about the relationship in The Last Jedi besides the fact that they were fighting together in the throne room scene. That's literally like the only thing I remember. Oh yeah, and then there was Swallow too, Ben Swallow. There's that whole thing too, which it unfortunately scarred my brain forever. But yeah, those are like the only two instances that I can think of from The Last Jedi between the relationship. That doesn't really seem like a fiery relationship to me. Like I don't care about this relationship, whatever relationship they have, you know. Terrio didn't give away exactly how Kylo Ren and Rey's relationship will develop in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, but he did make it clear that they won't be as simple as hate. Speaking to Empire, the writer noted that some of the most interesting scenes in The Last Jedi are the conversations between Rey and Ren. So interesting, I don't remember a single thing they talked about in that entire movie. So freaking interesting. Though Rey resisted Kylo's offer to join him and the two were enemies again by the end of the movie, The Rise of Skywalker will continue to explore their intense bond. Their bond is so intense. We've tried to pick up that complicated relationship that really has been present ever since the interrogation in Episode 7. When Rey takes off his mask, there's a nakedness about him with Rey that he doesn't express to anyone else. Ryan developed that in fascinating ways, and we've been able to develop it even further. What? What? It was horrible whenever Ren took the mask off because he was just a emo punk kid under the mask. That there's nothing cool about that. I'm sorry, there isn't. Now, I don't know. It's just I don't understand. I really don't understand how anybody can be hyped for this movie. These movies just aren't good, man. They just aren't good. I just saw some picture that showed like a bunch of the apparently new things that are coming to Rise of Skywalker as well. Like they showed like Kylo Ren's TIE fighter and something called like a Sith TIE fighter or something. And it's all just variations of what we've gotten before with the original trilogy. Just variations. Like nothing in Rise of Skywalker is new or interesting. I was looking at this image and I was like, the thing that was so fun about Star Wars was you were always seeing new things in this universe, new ideas and concepts and creatures and, you know, armor and weapons and all of this type of stuff. And Rise of Skywalker doesn't really build on that at all. And now that I think about it, you know, really, Force Awakens didn't really build on that either. I mean, you have, like, basically the Death Star, once again, and you have a desert planet, once again, plus everything else in the movie just is basically just stuff that we've seen before. You know, like, if they actually understood Star Wars to me, they would have created a excellent story with excellent characters that we actually cared about, and at the same time, they would also build us and build the universe and take us in new directions and show us new things that are part of the Star Wars universe, because that is what's so fun about Star Wars. But they don't do that at all in the sequel trilogy, and The Rise of Skywalker is not going to be any different. And I don't know where they're getting this whole idea that there's a fascinating relationship between Rey and Ren. I don't understand where people are pulling that out of, because there is nothing interesting about their relationship at all. There just isn't. Like, Ben Swallow standing there looking at Rey through some force thing, whatever. There's nothing fascinating about that. There isn't. And then them fighting in that throne room scene, which was just not good at all. It's just not good, man. It's just not good. So anyway, I know that you all are super, super duper excited for this movie, though, and you can't wait. You will all be there opening night, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing time. This is, after all, the end game for Star Wars, so, you know, it's a big deal. It's a really, really big deal. Like, this movie, as we all can see, is pretty much on the same hype level as Avengers Endgame. Like, it doesn't even really compare, to be honest. Like, this movie's going to make $3 billion easily, and it's going to be the greatest movie of all time. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.